All right, let's see if we are live. We are on our Friday lunch stream where we are creating new game mechanics for 5th edition at lunchtime on a Friday. Checking my volume. New game mechanics. Yeah, it sounds fantastic. Let's drop that down so it doesn't bother us, but that YouTube doesn't think that we're just trying to steal our way to high numbers here because, oh boy. Let's see. Martial kits for monsters. Martial power kits for monsters. All right. So this is our third session of going into monsters and defining kit roles for them based on 4th edition monster roles. So give me a hot second here. I'm going to do some updating on my social media. Just let folks know that I'm here, and then we'll go through it all. I'll do my my intro spiel here real quick. So if you're familiar with the channel already and you're in the future, you can skip past this by maybe a minute or so, and then I'll catch up with you guys here in real time. But if you're if this is the first time you've seen the channel, or you're stuck here and now in time space with me, you can't get out of it, well then my name is Phil Kearney. Hey, I create role-playing games, I illustrate them, and I publish them online. So I've been a big Magic the Gathering enthusiast since 1995. I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons since '87. I've been a freelance illustrator since '99, and I've been creating DMsGuild content for 5th edition since 2017, when the first Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica came out, the first official MTG setting for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and click. Cool, got all the socials updated. Yeah, so that's what prompted me to start getting to work building stuff. I'm on the X Twitter platform. If you are too, I'm at Phil Kearney. It's where I post when I go live, provide discounts and notifications of different books that I've created, early looks at different illustrations and stuff that we've been building, and announcements when I'm live like this. Hey guys. Over here on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when I am live. Down here is a slew of books that I've already created on DMsGuild that you can take a look at. They all have free previews with lots of assets if you decide they're worth buying. Here's the full playlist of all 173 episodes of the Martial Powers design system to date. And if you want to read along with us today, you can jump through my Patreon to the read-only Google Doc that we have here online, and the astute viewers will notice that the link I just clicked on is the same as the link that I edit whenever we're live inside here. So just as a quick crash course for those don't remember, this is an alternate magic system that uses the same mana resource system that we have in the Universal Spell Points and Color Magic variant rule books that I have on DMsGuild. You can collect those works, or at least take a look at them if you're interested in seeing them. Down here, MTG, 5-color magic system. Here's all the books in the collection. We're updating all of these. The first one that we're going to come through and an update is going to be Spellpoint Warlocks, but we'll get all of these books revised for 2024, and we'll do it all here on stream. So if you're interested in checking this stuff out, check it out. So the half casting system, it's a short rest mana system. Much like the monk, you get 20 points over the course of 20 levels. Regain them on a short or long rest. You gain a number of prepared powers. Powers are different from spells. Spell casting is not channeling power. Channeling power is not spell casting. A 10th level fighter, 10th level wizard or sorcerer or whatever would have 10 levels of channeling power and 10 levels of spell casting, but they would not have any kind of crossover whatsoever. But the mana pool that you get from the fighter and the mana pool that you get from the wizard, sorcerer, whatever, those do blend together, so you have a bigger mana pool than what you would have otherwise. But depending on how high of a level you get in a martial class, depends on how much, how well you can use that mana, the channel powers during combat or exploration or social activities. Just like as a spellcaster, depending on how far up you ramp with spellcasting, it depends on the level of spell that you can cast during combat, exploration, and social encounters. So they are complementary systems with the same breadth of options. The big difference between the two of them is spells tend to be very broad in scope and what they can do, but require material components, concentration, and obvious spell casting, while powers are very tight, specific instances of effects that you're creating with your mana. That doesn't have any complex material components or formula to use. It's just I do the thing and it happens. So you can use your action economy. You can do a lot of this stuff. You can eat up a lot of your action economy each round, but you'll burn yourself out really quickly, and then once you're out of your mana pool, or to prevent yourself from running out of mana until your next rest, you can sacrifice action economy to generate mana to perform tasks with less actions per round. A spellcaster has a ton of mana and very little action economy to use. So normally it's going to be either an action, bonus action, or reaction, and typically they're only going to do one of those per turn. While a martial channeler could use mana on every aspect of their action economy. Every attack during an action, bonus action, reaction, item interaction, and movement. All of these different pieces of action economy, even your initiative die roll, can burn mana to affect the results that you have with your die rolls or the way that you're interacting with people, etc. A lot of flexibility with it. So because it is such a point-and-click system, like only half of the powers actually there's like 63 meta powers, which are basically cantrips that don't require any mana at all. And depending on how you build your character, you can lean into heavy mana usage and a lot of dials and levers to pull and spin to make your character to perform the way that you want to, or you can stay super simple and just use the cantrip effect so that you never have to use a mana pool and you can just spam the things that you can do forever. So you can see here that all of the subclasses from 2024 have been built out here, along with retooling the scaffolds for the progression tables of the classes to coincide with the powers that they gain. Like a barbarian gains powers just like everyone else does. You still get your rage features, but now you have a max rank of power. You have a stack of prepared powers that go along to complement your barbarian capabilities. Your mana pool, you're not casting spells, you're not maintaining concentration on anything. So barbarian can totally use this stuff with some clever wording. And you get your power die, which is like a superiority die, martial arts die, a bard inspiration die. Starts with a D6, becomes a D8, eventually becomes a D10, and some classes, like the monk starts with a D6 and becomes a D8, then a D10, and then a D12. So like the monk can use their martial arts die instead of their power die, or can use their martial arts die as their power die, which just means that the monk is just better at power than anyone else in the game by default because they're using a better power die with the same amount of powers and mana supply as everyone else has. So all of the classes have unique quirks and class features that allow them to use mana in different ways or to get access to additional mana in different ways. And so taking that philosophy of these kits of power and making use of action economy to create unique narrative for your characters, we can do the same thing for monsters by giving monsters power kits. So this is the third session that we've been working on power kits since the release of 2024. These power kits don't necessarily need to coincide with anything that's happening in 2024 because you just literally just clip these just like clip and sit on top of the characters as alternate options for them to do things during their turn in combat or as a reaction or whatever. So I'm just about down. As you can see, this entire document, again, it's 100% free preview for you guys to take a look at. It's all built out. You can use everything in here as is right now. All the player options have been retooled and are ready to go for 2024. So probably at the beginning of November, just in like a couple weeks, we're going to fire up more playtesting. So probably this weekend, I'll put out a message to my Patreon saying, I'm looking at firing up the next game. Who's interested? And depending on how many of my paying Patreon supporters are interested in a specific day, that'll lean into that day, and we'll find other people to buff out the team, and then we'll start at 3rd level and just kick through a mega dungeon and have some fun. So again, here's our power templates. Our power of the 4E monster role template philosophy is these are the roles, kind of like a subclass for a class, and the subclasses for characters. Monsters have roles. artillery, brutes, controllers, lurkers, skirmishers, soldiers, and solo. Their title explains their role. Artillery, stay away and hit people. Brute, big hit points, big hits. Controller, hinder characters and take away and impede their action economy or prevent them from performing tasks. Lurkers are like snipers or surprise assassin type characters. Skirmishers are mobile. They move. They're hard to lock down. Soldiers aren't very powerful on their own, but if you get a whole stack of them working together, their action economy synergizes to become more dangerous than they are alone. And then solo are creatures designed to take on entire parties. So we've been building these template kits of power based on the CR. Half casting goes from level 1 to 5. So the ranks of creatures go from 1 to 5 as well, corresponding to CR with their rank. Up to 1 is 1, up to 5 is 2, 9, 3, 13, 4, and anything past 13 is a 5th rank creature. The power die that the monsters use has more swing. The characters only have a D6, D8, D10, but monsters have a D4, D6, D8, D10, D12 to be a little bit more granular in how they can interact, affect, or thwart character actions. This is the number of powers that they can know. 1st rank up to 5th rank. So the monsters start with 2 powers, and as they go up in levels, they can add on higher and higher level powers. Or you can just start them at when we start building solo monsters, like unique monster templates, and like it's a 14th level CR creature, then all of its powers can be 5th rank if I wanted. The way that we built the templates is to take you from weak to godlike. So a 1/2 CR artillery character might have crossbow expert and sharpshooter, so they're good at hitting stuff reliably. But as their CR increases, they add on more and more of these things. So by the time they get to CR 15 or better, not only are they a crack shot, but they can magically create ammunition. They can ignore cover and get advantage and bonuses to hit you. They can attack you more often than their multi-attack would normally let them, an extra 2 times for bonus action. And then bursting strike, when they hit you, it deals area of effect damage to you and your allies. So that's a good progression. So we've already got the artillery built, brute built. The controller has both melee and ranged controllers using different powers based on how close to the action they want to get. Lurkers, which are stealth ambush creatures. Melee lurkers are like sneak attack, stab you in the back, poison. This one is built as a poisoner with invisibility. Fast hitting and initiative, taking away any kind of immunities so that you can be exposed to poison damage when you normally might not be, and assassinating damage that you crit. Like basically, it doesn't give you crits, but it maximizes the damage that you would roll, which does stack with crits. And then the ranged lurker is using like a crossbow assassin or an archery assassin. Sharpshooter, subtle channeling, so you can't see the magic that they're producing. Precise attack, we saw that above, to be able to get your sniper a shot. First strike, so you can get the drop on creatures. Swift shot, so you can attack more frequently. And swift shot lets you attack a burst of creatures in a 10-foot radius, and then assassinating damage again. So there's a lot of parallels between the lurkers, but. The first shot, first strike, the assassinating damage, and the specialized shots feats at first level. That kind of makes the lurkers feel the same. And we have the skirmisher, which kind of works the same whether it's ranged or melee combat focused. Abundant step gives you short range flight. Rogue stance lets you use action economy as your bonus action for movement and defenses. Overrun deals damage as you move through targets. Repositioning strike allows you to hit a target and then reposition yourself. Opportunistic allows you to make multiple opportunity attacks against the same target when they trigger it. Flicker Pounce allows you to teleport in to make an attack and then teleport out again. And then Celerity is a haste effect. So this dude runs incredibly fast, hits a lot. Like if it's gonna have if a CR14 creature is gonna have three attacks on a multi-attack, and it's gonna have an opportunity attack, and it's got a Flicker Pounce. So we would have if you got 3 attacks, you get an extra bonus attack with the celerity. So like it'd be 4 attacks on your multi-attack. You would then have a bonus attack to make a teleportation hit and then teleport again effect. Hypertonistic, when you use your reaction to make an attack, you can hit twice. So that's potentially like 4, 5, 6, 7. So this by the time you get the CR 14 plus, any of these skirmish creatures could have up to 7 attacks on you. And then overrun, then they can just run by and deal damage to you. So there's basically 8 opportunities for this 5th rank, this CR 14 skirmisher. 8 opportunities per round to be able to damage your allies. And then they can just fly away. And now, so this is where we're at now. We're on the soldier. So we're going to keep the soldier locked in as a melee heavy armor target. That's going to use its action economy to synergize with its neighboring allies. So that's the frame that we're going to use for building these guys. So we have about, what do we got? We're at 16 minutes in. I still got about 45. I don't have a lot of time today, just about an hour. So luckily, all we have to do is the soldier, and from there we'll be able to wait. Yeah, okay, there. Oh, that's too much. I'm going to get rid of hypertonistic. I have too many powers. How did I get too many powers? Who knows? All right, back on track. So, soldier, get 2 at first, which could be anything. 2, 3, 4, 5th rank. We're looking at soldier. So, what we're going to do here is go into the list of powers that we have. We're going to start low and high. So, I think just off the cuff, let's look at some of the maneuvers that we can perform. Coordinated attack, you can empower 1 ally per mana channeled this way that can see or hear you to use their reaction to make an attack. Rolling 1 power die per mana channel, adding the highest result to the attack against a target you and your ally can see. Yeah, coordinated attack, that's great. That's maneuver 1. A coordinated dash, you can empower 1 ally per mana channeled that you can see or hear, you to use their reaction to move up to half their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Coordinated dash looks pretty good too. Let's see, what else is good? Target creature you can see and can see you cannot take reactions until it can no longer see you or it succeeds an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns. That's actually really good. Let's see what else is out here though. What's other good? Allied assault. You and allies gain advantage while attacking a chosen creature you can see until the beginning of your next turn. You can empower 1 ally per mana channel this way that can see or hear you to use their reaction to make an attack. Rolling 1 power die per mana channel added to the attack roll. As opposed to allied assault, you and allies gain advantage while attacking a chosen creature you can see. Okay, so it's just unlimited advantage against that target. It's not bad. Regenerate. Let's go with yeah, I mean sure, let's keep it basic. Allied assault. Again, you can use maneuvers as bonus actions and as actions, and you can use them twice. So I could, both of these coordinated actions, they eat your team's action economy. So what I could do is I could use a bonus action to allied assault to get everyone to get advantage on something, and then use coordinated attack if I'm like, say, second rank, to give 2 of my allies a reaction to attack that target that they now have advantage against. And as a result, they'll be able to get a bonus to their attack roll equal to my power die. At second rank, it'd be 2d6 for monsters. Second rank is 2. D6 is the die roll that you get. My hair is crazy today. So you'd roll a 2d6, and you'd take the better result, and you'd add it to their attack roll plus their advantage to hit that one target that you've flagged this turn. Let's see. Third rank. Is there other cool stuff in here? Not for maneuvers. Okay, we're done with maneuvers. Let's go down to exploits and see if there's something cool we can mess around with exploits. Cooperative effort. When using the help action to grant advantage to the ability checks or attacks of an ally within 60 feet of you, roll 1 power die per mana channeled, adding the highest result to the ally's die roll. So help gives them advantage, and you can stack that advantage. That's really nice. But don't need it. Swift tools don't need it. Empower synergy, precise attack, restraining hold, first strike. Yeah, no, none of these things are really unnecessary. They're not teamwork activities. So, well, there's quick help. You can help or use ready as a bonus action. That's not bad. Is that first rank? Jesus, that's first rank. So many good things. Quick help. Dirt cheap soldier stuff going on here. Quick help. You can help. You can help or use ready as a bonus action. So you can ready to, if you have more than one reaction per turn, which you can have, you can use a ready action and then another ready. I know you'd have to. The only way for you to get more than one. The only way for you to get more than one reaction per turn is to sacrifice attacks from your attack action. Every attack that you give up gives you an extra reaction until the beginning of your next turn. So you could, take the bonus action to ready help. Yeah, but you only have one reaction normally. Okay, cool. Quick shunt, allied assaults. Already have that. What's let's see. We were done with reactions. We were done with interactions. We were done with exploits. Let's go to reactions to see if there's any cool team. Bait and switch isn't bad. There's a lot of cool reaction stuff for characters. You can spend 1 mana to switch places with the creature. Switching places this way doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, nor does it cause an attack to fail. In addition, roll 1 power die per mana spent this way until the start of your next turn. You or the target creature gains a bonus of AC equal to the highest power die result that you roll. As a reaction to when you or an ally within reach of your attack are hit by an attack roll from a source you can see, the attack is re-rolled, taking the new result. The re-roll cannot score a critical. Deflection is not bad. Yeah, let's go with that. Reaction 1. Well, hold on. What's interpose do? As a reaction to when you or an ally within reach of your melee attack takes damage from a source you can see, you can take any portion of that damage and gain resistance to it. You can target, redirect. As a reaction to when a creature within reach of your melee weapon attack that you can see hits another creature with an attack, you can redirect the attack to attack another creature you can see within reach of that attack using the same attack roll. Deflection, redirect's not bad. What else you got? Should probably have Provoking. Ooh, provoking strike isn't bad. We're going to take provoking strike. When you do that, it forces targets to target the creature that attacks. So if you're on the back line with soldiers, and I hit you with a bow with a provoking strike, you're now going to want to attack that bowman until you can succeed in an intelligence saving throw. Otherwise, you're stuck. So provoking strike, deflection. Let's see if there's an aura effect here at the end. That would be cool. Ooh, deadly presence. While this power sustains you, and you are not restrained, stunned, paralyzed, or incapacitated, and any creature you can see that begins its turn or moves within reach of your melee attack takes 1 power die of damage. When you sustain this power with 4 or more manas, this increases to 2 damage, to 2 power dice of damage. So here it would be, yeah, deadly presence. That's sus 2. Now at 5th level it'd be 2 d12 dice of damage that you automatically take just for being within reach of them at the beginning of your turn. That is not bad. If you have a whole stack of soldiers with that, that becomes, this is, so at CR 14 or higher, if you're dealing with soldiers, like let's say, no, I don't know, let's say you're in the Abyss and you come across a squad of Cambions. And they're CR 14 Cambions. So if you have like 6 of them, all of them have deadly presence. So they're all automatically dealing 2d12 damage. Say, I don't know, necrotic damage to any characters that are within melee range of them at the start of their turn. So if they can gain up on you, they'll just aura kill you before they even start hitting you. So the aura hit you, they'll aura kill you. One of them will pop a provoking strike on you and then walk away from the pile. So if you're going to make an attack, you'll have to attack that target until you can succeed your intelligence saving throw. Meanwhile, you're taking, if there's say 5 left that are on you, that's 10d12 necrotic damage per turn. So you can figure a way to get away from that Cambion. That's a significant threat to 15th level cleric. So that's dangerous. TM. So what do we have? Castigation. That's tracking targets. Sure, that's all flavor. Deflection, coordinated attack, distract. We went with provoking strike instead of distract, and an allied assault, and we picked that up as well. Great. So there's a lot of pass options that we decided to stick with. Solo, high action economy and multi-targeting. See examples below of unique solo creatures. Unique monster power kits. Instead of or in addition to the monster roll kit of powers listed above, monsters can have unique kits of powers to further distinguish one monster from another in the adventure. Here we go. So let's go with So how do we want to do this, huh? Do we just want to do some random monsters? I did some random monsters before. Boss, I did Ogre, T-Rex, Beholder, Ancient Red Dragon. Yeah, okay, I guess we can keep those. So let's go with first rank skeleton CR 1/4. Second rank, third rank, fourth rank, fifth rank. Yeah, sure. Let's start with a skeleton, ogre. Third is going to be what? T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus, CR8. Holder, CR10. Bellholder. Oh, CR11. And then Ancient Red Dragon, CR18. Okay, so we know the drill. The rank, you get 2 at first rank, you get an extra 1 at every rank after that. So a 5th rank creature will have 6 powers in total. So taking the skeleton into account, what do we want to do to make the skeleton spooky skeleton? Let's start with an aura and meta powers. First rank. First rank. Yeah, I like Rogue Stance because they're fast. And what's a fun feat? Feat or mastery maybe. Ooh, a slow effect. So when skeletons hit you, they slow you down. And they have their own action economy. They get a bonus action for dash, dodge, disengage. So these are nimble skeletons. We can go with bonus attack. Right on. So let's get rid of that. And it's yeah, okay, Ogre. Let's see what we got going on. Ogre is a CR2, so it gets 3 things. Ogres are brutes for the most part. Let's give him topple. No, let's give him tripping strike. You can topple a huge sized creature. Guaranteed to be able to knock over a person. That's really nice. What is downtrodden? Because I want to give him a double tap on your characters just to make him nasty. Downtrodden is a reaction. As a reaction to an enemy you can see within range of your weapon attack becomes prone, you can make an opportunity attack against them, including during your own turn. And that is first rank. So I can do both of those things, yep, at first. So what's a fun second rank thing I could do? I have a strike, I have a reaction. Maybe I want to pick up sustain power. Sounds like a good idea. Maybe is there a reaction that I want? Second rank. Can't be more than second rank. Nah, none of it specifically. Restraining strike is cool, but I don't think I want to make the ogre a grappler. I just like the idea of it just being able to stomp on people. Choose a creature you can see. It takes. No, I don't want to give him flatten. That just feels too magical. Allied Assault, Cursed Brand, Curse, Lethargy. No, quick utility, not so much. Beguiling Trance. No. Anticipate, deflect, downtrodden, deflect. As a reaction to when you or an ally within reach of your melee attack are hit by an attack. No, that's too defensive. Let's just make him dumber. Oh, moving target as a reaction to when a creature you can see moves. No, because that's like they're dumb and slow. So I want to stick to that dumb slow theme. Maybe I do need to be. Oh, maybe I just need to do like dire impact. Maybe that's the way to go. Let's go to dire impact. While sustaining this power, you can add 1 plus your max rank of power to your weapon attack damage rolls. In addition, when you roll 1 or more power dice to deal damage, any power die roll below your max rank of power increases the result of that roll to equal your max rank of power. Yeah, dire impact isn't bad. Ooh, extended reach. Your reach increases by 5 feet per point of mana sustaining. Okay, I like that. Extended reach. +1. +1, right? And yeah. So knocks you down, hits you when you do. And extended reach, and has more range to do so. I like that. Another Sentinel would have been another good one. Oh god, Sentinel would have been great for the soldiers. Control, Sentinel control. So I could take one of these. I could take one of these kits and give my ogre Sentinel, close quarter combat, and restraining strike on top of the tripping strike, downtrodden, and extended reach. So I can stack those two things onto each other if I wanted to, or I can just have this as a kit. Third rank, it's going to be 4 things a Tyrannosaurus has. Let's see. Castigation. When you channel this power, choose a creature you can see. You always know which direction the chosen creature is while it remains on the same plane of existence as you. In addition, When you make a melee attack against a chosen creature, you deal 1 additional power die of damage. Sure, let's go with Castigate. And that is 2nd rank. I feel like Mind Sense, Wind Strider, Frenzied Attack, Indestructible. Huh. Anything here that I want? Nah, don't think so. T-Rex, huh? What's some cool shit we can do with a T-Rex? We can get up to 3rd rank of power. We have Castigation as our sustained power, so we're going to want at most a 1st rank power. So we can have all 3 of them right at the same time. Let's see. Provoking, intimidating, bursting, no, sweeping. Ooh, sweeping strike. That's not horrible. Nah, T-Rex, nah. T-Rex. Your weapon damage increases by power dice. And you can grapple a creature 1 size larger than you. T-Rex are already huge, so that's cool. Okay, yeah, grappling strike. That's 1st rank, right? Yeah. And 2 powers to go. Uh-oh. What do we want? What's a good reaction? Moving target as reaction to when a creature you can see moves into. I like the idea. There's a lot of seeming duplication between dragon and T-Rex. They're both dragon-y looking things. Down trance. Double strike, you can make 2 attacks. Since this is a CR8 creature that we're starting with, and it's a unique creature, I don't have to adhere to the 1, 1, 2, 3. I could have multiple things at higher levels. Like, I could have double strike. So let's just fucking take it. Double strike. Maneuver 2. Goad, flatten. Rush attack. When you take the dash action, the 1st attack you make before. Ooh, rush attack isn't bad. Let's take it. Is that right? Yes. Well, it just turns out this is incurved. Castigation. Once it catches your scent, it doesn't have to let it go. Double strike, it's just going to chomp, 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 chomp. Rush attack, charges in, hits good. Grappling strike, big chomp holds you down. And since it's size huge, it can just basically pick you up and drag you around with it, no problem. So now instead, Let's look at how the Beholder behaves. This one's fun because it can turn, because these effects are magical while they're active. The Beholder can turn them on and off by looking at them. I'm gonna give this dude telekinetic bubble, which is maneuver 4. What's some other cool stuff that we can do? Shunt. Shunt is a great one. So let's grab that one. Shunt is first rank maneuver. Theurgy ain't bad. Beguiling Trance. You can target a creature that you can see to make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it is charmed and cannot take actions until you no longer see it. You move beyond the range of its power. It takes damage or succeeds a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Another creature can use its action to shake the creature. God, that's really good. Beguiling Trance. Hell yeah, I want to take that. Curse of Enfeeblement. You curse a creature you can see to deal half damage with weapon attacks until the target succeeds a strength save. That is also very, very good. I only have 2 powers left though. God, there's so many cool things. Like I want to have the symbol. What's it called? It's a reaction. Let's go there. I need reactions anyway. Defense barrier. As a reaction to a source you can see targeting you with an attack, you create a momentary opaque barrier granting you full cover against the attack, causing it to automatically miss unless it ignores full cover. The barrier disappears at the beginning of your next turn. That's really, really sweet. And I don't think I want any strikes. Let's see what sustained powers are. Blind sense for a beholder. That, I mean, just makes sense, right? Omnilinguist. While sustaining this power, you can communicate with and be understood by any creature. That's super useful utility, but I don't feel like that's the drive of ye old beholder, you know? Giant growth. Windstrider. Instant skill's not bad. While sustaining this power, you become proficient in one skill or tool of your choice. Or if you're already proficient with it, you can become expert. You can double tap to go from nothing to expertise with 2 points. Yeah, instant skill. Let's go with that. That might be a bit of a role-playing thing, but I mean, you just click it and you can do the thing. It's not bad. Let's see if there's something that just jumps out at us as better, but I don't think there will be. I think that's probably going to be pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let's just leave that. That's cool. Okay, so that's our beholder. Like you can see, it has like lots of distance stuff, lots of point and click, lots of don't come near me, lots of stop you from doing stuff at me. The Beguiling Trance is terrifying, and as a and if it's a boss fight, it can layer through this stuff. Grappling Strike, T-Rex, Grappling, Restraining, Tripping, TK, Defense Barrier, Curse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we went with them. Ooh, Curse of Exposure is not a bad idea. Reaction. As a reaction to when you see a creature within range taking damage, if it has resistance, you can take it away. Alternatively, there is it first rank? Countering, curse, moving, redirect, roll, grace, controlling, interpose, reposition, bait, anticipate. Hold on. Countering attack. Moving target, redirect. Redirect is really good too. Alright, I know we can get rid of T-Rex. I know we can get rid of Ogre. Instant skill, shunt. Oh god, those are all really, really good. I should just leave those. They're fine. It's fine. They're fine. Everything's fine. Hey! Alright, so we're almost done. So I'm going to pick. Let's see, let's go with the red dragon real quick. Instant skill, shunt, beguiling trance, defense barrier, telekinetic bubble. What is it? Enfeeble? Is that what it's called? Deflection. Oh, there is. Curse of Enfeeblement. You curse a creature, you can see to deal half damage with its weapon. That's third. Down here we have Curse of the Clouded Mind. You curse a creature, you can see to roll attacks and ability checks with disadvantage. The effect ends. Oh wait, Cursed Brand. You curse a creature you can see to make saving throws against you with disadvantage. Instead of instant skill, we can go with Cursed Brand. And we can just give them instant skill. I'm just give them skill or expertise, anything that I want, because that's me. If it's something that's when you can use the good bad stats, right? If it's something they would be good at and it requires a die roll, here's the saving, like the beholder would use a +9. If it's something they're not good at doing, then it's only a +5. So there you go. Let's finish up the dragon real quick. Yeah. All right, Ancient Red Dragon. Let's see some of the cool shit we can have going on here. I think as a sustained power, we're gonna want Indestructible. Resistance to everything. If you let it go and you pop 2 points of mana, you become immune to something through the turn. So that's a really good one. Indestructible. Sus 4. What else we got? Close quarter combat. With this power is sustained, you gain the grapple mastery. As an exploit, yeah, close quarter combat. I love it. One, two, three, four. 6 powers total. We got 1 and 4 taken care of, so our sustained powers are full. Let's go into strikes. What's some cool, nasty strikes that we can do? Staggering Strike. When your weapon deals psychic damage. And the target makes a con save. If it fails, you can only make one of the following actions: move, action, or bonus action. Staggering strike. STR3. Yeah. Hexproof. As a reaction to when a creature you can see targets you with a spell or magical effect, you are unaffected by it, wasting the spell or effect. H. Hexproof. That is reaction 4. As a reaction to when you or a creature you see makes an ability check attack. Oh, nah. We're not going to do Fate Spinner. Moving target is great, though. And then we're going to do close quarter combat, grappling strike, STR1. Yeah. Your weapon damage increases by 1 power die per mana channeled, and you can grapple a creature one size larger than you with the weapon. You can't use that weapon to attack while you're grappling them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grappling strike, close quarter combat, staggering strike, indestructible, hexproof. God, there's so many cool things you could potentially do. And because grappling strike, I can hit you, I pick you up, and then I drop you at some point while we're flying around. That's not bad. What else we got down here? Much cool stuff. Let's move this out of the way. Some Mauer kits. Here's another example. Well, hey there. Nefaron, huh? Welcome to the mix, my guy. Yep, so, yeah, we're working on the power kits for monsters. We have our scaffold here. This is actually the end of the stream. I'm like just a few moments away from having to end for today. But we have accomplished our primary goal for the day. We have completed all of the kits for monsters. This would be monsters using power, not creatures. Monsters using power. So the 4E monster templates, we have now a generic, depending on the CR, depends on how powerful they are, the die roll they get, how many powers they know, and their generic good and bad stat rolls. Ability check, D20 test modifiers. Here's our generic list by rank for an artillery-based character. Brute, controller, lurker. What's up? Oh no! Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, my guy. I'll be back tomorrow morning, though. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got this thing locked down. Here and here. Lurker. Skirmish is good. And then soldier. So we go through all the basic templates, and then we have our unique monsters, and these unique options can stack. Like a skeletal soldier, for example, could have rogue stance, the slow mastery. And if it's a soldier, it could also have coordinated attack and coordinated dash to get all its skeletal warriors working together with it. So I was going to ask, how do you design subclasses? I've been meaning to make more homebrew, but I struggle with the design process. Boy, oh boy, that's a deep dive topic that could have its own hour or 3 hour dissertation. I would say well, I mean, okay, so your basic starting point for a subclass is going to be around theme, right? What is the class? What is the subclass? What fantasy is expressing? What is it supposed to achieve? Linked to that is going to be what class is that subclass for, which introduces the idea of strict classing, where you could have like for example like a Rakdos guild mage, right? So a guild mage could be a generic subclass that anybody that is in the Rakdos guild could take: barbarian, rogue, warrior, wizard, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's a theme that is like, this is Rakdos. These are Rakdos ideas that don't lean into specific class features, but any class could take it to feel more Rakdos-y. Like that could be the theme. Or the guiding principle, and then then you have like 4/5 subclass options, because classes have different amount of subclass options. So like at least you want to have 4 options plus, and then you would pick out ideas that make sense for what a Rakdos character would do, and then you look at what is that option, what's like the power of that option, and at what level is that power coming in at. Generally, when I look at subclass options, like what kind of powerful things can they do, I generally look at a spellcaster. Like if you get a power at, like if you get a class feature at 6th level, then that's generally going to be something like what like a 2nd or a 3rd level spell effect would be able to accomplish, because at 6th level, have like half casters have access to 2nd level spells, and full casters have access to 3rd level spells, and spells are basically just selectable features. So when you're looking at what's a cool mechanic that I can give to this subclass at this level, look at what the base class is that you're building it for, and then you can consider all the different things that come online as spells, feats, powers, subclass options, class features around 5th, 6th level. And that gives you a general idea of like what kind of power curve it is that you want to look at. And then you just basically want to build something that has the power that you're looking for, that's thematic to the concept that you have for the class that you're building for. And these are just the most vague terms possible. So I'll take the spark notes. Yeah, I mean that's the quick pop of it, right? That's this quick skinny. So we could tell you what. Next time you come around, and if I have the time, ask me to build a subclass, and I will. There's a number of Magic the Gathering cards that I would like to build into subclasses, and now that we have mechanical language through the martial powers and spell lists for 2024, we could pretty much translate any Magic the Gathering card into a subclass option. So let's do that. Next time I'm around and I have some time, just ask me to take a half-hour tangent and build out a subclass with you. So I'd be happy to do that. Just remind me, or get into my Discord and ask, and then I'll make sure I raise that as a point of interest. So, but yeah, I would love to. Absolutely would love to. And if there's a specific type of card, it's like let's build a subclass out of it. Pick a couple, and I'll pick one that grooves with me. Otherwise, I'll pick for myself and we'll just run with it. So, but yeah, I got to go for now. I got to return to the salt mines. To earn my keep in society. I will be back tomorrow morning at probably 9:30 a.m. Seattle time, 9:30 till noon tomorrow. Now that we've gotten through the kit of powers for creatures, the next thing that I have on my agenda here, basically is it's done. We're ready for playtesting at this point. So the next thing I want to do is start looking at the mega dungeon construction, like constructing the mega dungeon that will be running the playtesting inside of. It'll be 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and then we'll go ahead and cap off playtesting at 10th. We already playtested 16 to 20 for months on end, and that worked great. It's just this low end stuff. I want to make sure it curves out and feels good. So far, the playtesting that we've done for 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th level, that all felt really fun. And I personally as a DM didn't have any problem with it, but it was really cool the amount of stuff that characters could do and the way they could use the new options to create solutions. But that was a hex crawl game. where it was an open world for them to roam anywhere that they want. Sometimes they would encounter stuff, sometimes they wouldn't. I was playing it very, very crawl style. But this time I want to focus the attention on action economy and combat and keep the team engaged all the time. I think the best way to do that is with a mega dungeon that is tracking turns with random encounters. So I think so from now on, the playtesting is going to begin at the beginning of November. We're at week, so tomorrow, the 19th, so we'll have the 26th and the 2nd. I'm going to post on my Patreon channel this weekend asking my members if anyone's interested in playtesting. And I think, so what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to start playing around with the Mega Dungeon idea, but we're also going to start looking at the full casting classes. Because I really, one of the books I didn't realize I wanted to make but absolutely want to make is Oops All Warlocks, which is we take all the full casting classes and we transform them into the Pact Magic short rest mana and high magic long rest mana that the Spellpoint Warlock has. So we can have all full casters, half casters, and martial characters all using a short rest mana supply. And then at the higher levels, obviously the full casters will get access to the high magic that we'll have. So I think we're going to spend time tomorrow. I think yeah, we already have the Warlock built. So I think tomorrow we're going to start looking at the cleric, druid, the bard, cleric, druid, wizard, and sorcerer. Those 5 full class options, and start rebuilding their scaffolds, because we're gonna have to rebuild all their scaffolds anyway from when we rebuild the core mechanics book. So I think I'm going to just start messing around with that tomorrow. That sounds like a lot of fun, with the goal of having all of them have short rest mana supplies that we would then be able to have characters pick any of the 13 classes for the 3rd through 10th level playtesting that we're going to do in the Mega Dungeon in November. That will be running on my Discord channel. So I'll put out the invite to Patreons first. And once I get a few days or so for Patreons to give me feedback about whether they're available or not when I am, for those that are, grab a seat, and then we'll fill in the rest of the seats on Discord. My Discord first, my Twitter second, and my affiliated friendly Discord channels that you see me posting stuff on as well will be third to know. And then I'll start like really just dredging like with Reddit and Facebook invites. So that's it for now. And I'll catch you guys on the other side. Thanks a lot for being here. Cheers.